You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 153.
153, man. I'm chic segue again this week.
I love it, man. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm JON 2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Holla at us. Ralph.
Johnny.
My guy.
Brethren.
My pal.
Brethren. How are you doing?
Hey, man, look. Ralph and I already had the conversation about shit that's going on off mic. Like, yo.
We both stumbling out the blocks. So
hey, man. It's been a different week, bro. Like, it's been different. It's a lot going on. Mentally, it just ain't been the best for me. I kind of did end the week on a high note. Shout out to my guy Chris. They got married to his now wife Anna. So shout out to them. Yeah, man. Beautiful ceremony, great reception, good people, good to catch up with old friends I hadn't seen in a while. So that was like the highlight. But man, it was pretty bad last week, man. Oh, pretty bad.
Well, we talked about the bullshit that happened with me. It's like just one thing after another. Mm-hmm. I'll spare the listeners of that, but it was good to kind of kick it with a good group of pals this weekend. Friday and Saturday we went tough, baby. It was tough.
I told y'all, man, Ralph been outside this summer.
Man,
I'm living through my guy, man.
I'm hurting right now, man. Outside. But nah, it was good, man. Just the fellowship, man. Just being able to kind of blow off some steam because I had a long week, and then I guess we could talk about this. Like you see me posted on Instagram, I got like a work award. Like I was like, I didn't really know how this. Like they tracked me down for this. Like, and then for one, you had it since March. And then you spelled my name wrong. I'm like, hey, that's like, what's up? Like,
wait, they had it since March, gave it to you now.
It was awarded to me on March 9th. Rest in peace, Big.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like that. But, they spelled your name. Well, no. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Let the people know what the award was for. Yeah, there you go. Hit the
applause. Service contribution award. I'm not sure exactly what that means because it's kind of like I went and got this from a secretary. It's like she was just like, hey, here. Like
it was in her drawer for a few months. Like, oh shit, I forgot to give it to you.
We didn't get it to you. I was like, oh, damn. I had to go to a different floor and everything. I had to go to a different floor.
Oh, prestigious.
I know, right?
Prestigious.
Hey, man. Hey, in my government building, look. I go to the wrong floor, that could be a felony. Like, no, seriously.
Oh no, that's crazy.
Certain floors, you walk 2 feet from the elevator you ain't supposed to be on.
But would you have access? Like your key card get you there? Oh, you should be straight there.
Hey, I don't know. Look. They told me don't go there.
We don't do that.
Right. This is the Shadowland. Don't go here. All right, say less.
Right.
But no, I mean, hey, look, if that's some type of notoriety, I guess I appreciate it. You look for things maybe a little bit more on the monetary side.
I mean,
that's how you show me appreciation. But hey, look, they said everybody don't get these. I thought it was a participation trophy. I really thought that. But I had like somebody kind of coach me on that. She was like, nah, they don't get those. Everybody. Oh, so I must have did something right.
Right, exactly.
That's what's up.
And now that you're back in the office one time every 2 weeks.
One day a week.
Once a week. Now you can see that when you go to your queue. Or did you take it home?
No, I had to take it home. We did share.
Oh, okay, got you. Well, hang it up in your work from home space. Nope.
No. I ain't doing that either. Appreciate it, though.
No, that's... Well, again, congratulations. That's dope as hell.
Thank you.
We appreciate all recognition.
Yeah, we had to celebrate all wins.
Yeah.
Celebrate all wins.
Since we're celebrating, I saw Ralph and his set outside on Saturday doing community service.
Not my set.
Ooh, say that 3 times fast. Set on Saturday doing community service. That was beautiful.
Hey, man, we do what we can, man. Omega Sci-Fi, man. I'm actually going to Charlotte this weekend for our annual conclave, or just simply the clave. Mm-hmm. No business will be done by me. I'm down there networking, politicking, a few day parties. That's it.
Yeah, that's what's up,
That's
man.
pretty much it, man.
Well, that's dope, man. Well,
what we doing?
Off the dome?
Off the dome.
Off the dome. Let me go first, because I feel like mine will be kind of short and sweet. I'm gonna get straight to it, man. If you had the opportunity to change the past or to know the future, which one would you choose? And it could be from any type of aspect in your personal work life, whatever. Yeah.
I would rather change the past, because like your future is so undetermined, and you don't know it, and I don't want to know when I'm going to experience heartbreak or financial ruin or like death. Like what I'm saying, like those things. Keep that off the table for me, because of course you'll cherry pick the highlights of your future, but if I get the chance to kind of change the past, I would rather do that than knowing the future.
Got you. I actually kind of thought about this. I think I'm leaning a little toward like knowing the future.
Okay.
Only because at this point, things that happened in the past, of course, if there are some things I would change if I could go back, but at this point in my life, like the past is the past, right?
Yeah.
So now, if I know the future, if I see my future and I like it, okay, cool, I'll continue on whatever path I'm doing, right? But if I have the opportunity to change the future, if I feel like I'm not going down a path that I feel like I should be going down, that gives me the opportunity to switch something up.
Okay.
And I think that's why I think I want to look toward the future, because who knows how much longer I have, right? So now I just want to live. I want to live like it's my last.
Okay.
Live like it's my last.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I think I would look to the future.
Okay. All right.
Especially with the whole multiverse thing. Like, shit, I can change anything, cause an incursion, all kind of shit.
Incursions. We gonna get to some MCU talk later in the show, definitely for sure. But my Off the Dome, you get a lot of these new acts that come out, and they're very multi-talented. You get a lot of people that are singers and actors, or rappers and singers. Who's kind of like your dark horse pick of like the new class of like entertainers that's out here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like the fact that they do both, and they're actually pretty decent at it. People don't talk about movies, TV shows, whatever. You know what I'm saying? People don't really talk about this person like that.
That's
like an actor,
just an entertainer. That does everything.
They kind of do everything. Like, I'll give you my answer to kind of see where you go with it. I think Joey Badass is dope, right? I like Joey Badass as a rapper. I think he has like a cult-like following. If you play like one of Joey Badass's like best songs, I don't know if the masses would necessarily know about it. I think he has that type of underground appeal, but still people know him, the internet age, you know how that goes. And then he's been way more visible, like just with his acting. And there's I think he's gotten better. I don't think he's like, the best actor, but I think he's good. I think he's serviceable, especially in the roles that he's been on. And then I know he's a villain, or he was a villain on the Power show, Raising Kanan. So I enjoyed him. He was on Grownish too, but like the roles here and there, Joey Badass is dope to me. So I fuck with Joey.
Interesting. The person that comes to my mind right now that's like of the newer school, because we've talked about like the Donald Glovers and things like that in the past. The one person that comes to mind is Lil Yachty. Now, I'm not the biggest Lil Yachty like music fan, but I do know he has his own fan base that really messes with his music, right? But even outside of music, he has done acting. He does produce. He does like he scores like commercials and things like that. He does have his own branding when it comes to like, I think he does like fingernail polish, kind of like Tyler the Creator. Like, he does a lot of other business ventures outside of music. Okay. So with that, I think he's definitely one of those newer acts that are really out here doing his thing, not only with music but outside of music as well. That at least from my perspective, doesn't really get that type of recognition.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Lil Yachty.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Well, hey man, that was Off the Dome. Who do you think out of the new school of acts has a dope, I guess you would say resume? You know, what I'm saying?
Resume.
Acting business like you included, and music.
Yeah, man. And then let us know: would you rather change the past or know your future? Let us know. That's Off the Dome.
OS Gang, what up?
What's happening?
What's happening, cousins and kin folks? We here. We got a couple things on this OS docket, but we got to get to this. Last night, in the good old city of Memphis, Tennessee, we had a mass shooting that was thwarted by Memphis police. The attended gunman was actually looking to shoot up Yo Gotti's birthday bash, which is an annual concert in the Memphis area. Johnny, what do you think about this headline?
Extra points for you using the word thwarted. I love it. That's fire. But I guess I need to shout out the Memphis police, for stopping a potential mass shooting. Yeah. One of the, I guess, at least for us, the first time we've ever, or at least for me, the first time I've ever heard of them stopping it before it actually happened.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but again, kudos to them for stopping it, seeing all the warning signs, and actually going to get him to stop the mass shooting like that. I guess I have to commend them on doing that.
Yeah, there's so much that goes into this. But 28-year-old Elijah Hyman, who's actually a white guy, let's just say it out there. Mm-hmm. But allegedly to the story, him and his girlfriend were having a dispute, and they broke up, and then he was actually going to kill anybody that he saw. So he saw fit to go to the Yo Gotti concert and shoot that shit up. I can't help but not to think about the racial aspect of this. Mm-hmm. White guy shooting up a rap concert. Interesting. And when it comes to these stories, it was stopped. But I'm just thinking about the Buffalo thing. Even the school shooting, which wasn't racial per se, but still, just these mass shootings just keep happening. Now, this is one situation that happened to stop. And then I know people from St. Louis go down to the Yo Gotti concert. It probably would have hit a little different because you probably would have known people that would have been affected by this.
It's true.
So maybe that's, maybe a little where my emotion comes from with this, but I'm just tired of this shit. Regardless, it doesn't matter, but it's you choose the Yo Gotti concert to go shoot up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And did the article say if this guy's girlfriend was black? I guess I'm trying to get into the mind state of how he decided to go to that type of event to actually go shoot.
I don't know. No, it doesn't mention race of the girlfriend. It only shows his picture. Mm-hmm. So that's how we talk about race in this point, in this aspect. So you can't help but to think about that.
Right. And it also makes you think okay, so the Memphis police, right? They saw the warning signs. They actually stopped him from carrying out this attack, right? Mm-hmm. Why is it that in other cities where these types of shootings have happened, why weren't they able to stop those individuals as well? Because there were warning signs, at least in the last maybe 2 or 3 that we've known about that's been mainstream. There were warning signs beforehand, especially different posts made on social media and things like that. So why weren't those things stopped?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. But and then this seemed more spontaneous because if this was getting ready to occur, but it was so many ammunition and things like that they found on his person. Mm-hmm. It's you probably planned that, my guy. You ain't just say me and Casey broke up, I'm going to shoot every Negro. At Yo Gotti concert, we know what the demographic looks like. Of course. I ain't saying white people don't fuck with Yo Gotti, because they do. Mm-hmm. But you know what that concert looks like.
Of course.
You know what birthday bash looks like.
Mm-hmm. He was probably looking for the right motivation. Like you said, that's probably something that he had in mind that he wanted to do for a while, but he just needed the right type of motivation to actually go through and carry it out, which is still kind of insane, but I'm glad it was stopped. I'm glad it didn't happen. And I hope going forward, whenever there are warning signs, I hope that police or the FBI or whoever can go forth and trying to stop these things from happening, because this shit, it just needs to stop happening, man. It really does. Did they say like what it was that tipped them off to it? Did somebody call or
no? Somebody called.
Somebody called. Okay.
Someone called and said that he was mentally disturbed with some type of weapon or something like that. But that was their quote. So if you pay attention to the article, you'll see. I had to. And the thing is, when this initially came out, I was kind of worried that it was a fake. Fake thing, because you see the memes that kind of spawn from like news articles, and you're like, nah. Respect to Say Cheese TV. I don't think y'all like a credible blog like that. Like y'all do a lot of blogging. I've seen Say Cheese TV document stuff, but when it comes to something like a mass shooting, I need to see I need to see that on somebody's like news site.
And it's crazy that in the information age, right? We're at a point now where we have to go and verify these websites. Like if I see a certain article on a certain like Twitter page or Twitter feed or whatever, like I'm going to Google, like, is this a satire site? I have to do that before I share it, because what if I'm sharing something that's bogus or fake? It's wild that we have to do that, but it's a real thing. Yeah, it's a real thing, man.
Let's talk about something else that's very, very real. The New York State of hip hop is just in a mess right now, right? So we have Conway the Machine going against Funkmaster Flex. It was going back and forth with the gatekeeping issue in hip hop. Conway feels like we should get these old niggas out the way, and he specifically said Funk Flex's name. So Johnny, what do you think about the idea of Funk Flex being, one, viewed as a gatekeeper in hip hop, and then secondly, Conway using that to call him out and say that you don't play my songs on the radio, that type of thing?
Very, very nuanced conversation that we're about to have here, right?
Nuance.
Yeah. Okay. First, let's start with Conway, right? In 2022, do we really think there are gatekeepers when it comes to hip hop?
No.
Okay. I agree. I agree in that sentiment. There are so many different ways for individual artists to get their music out today that goes around what a label would do.
Exactly.
That I don't think there's a such thing as gatekeepers now. It's just it's no way.
Yeah.
It's no way.
Yeah.
And it's even more wild for Conway, who was part of the Griselda camp, to even mention anything about gatekeepers, because the last, I'm just gonna say 5 years or so, Conway and the whole Griselda camp have been going crazy by putting out albums, putting out quality albums, and shit, even becoming mainstream. Then I see they performed on Jimmy Fallon, all award shows. Like they've been out here kicking it, like well deservingly so, right? Because they are dope like that.
Yeah.
So I do not understand where that came from, and him trying to call out gatekeepers and specifically Funk Flex.
Yeah.
I
don't know if this is me speaking from the ground floor, the ground level. I'm way down here. I don't know. I don't believe that Funkmaster Flex has that pull. Like, he's stating that he does. You know, Funk Flex.
Funk Flex is stating that he has that kind of.
No, I don't think that. Like, but hold on. Okay, let me get my words together. Okay. Conway, I think he's overstating Funk Flex's pull.
Got you. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I think he's overstating that. Not to say Funk Flex doesn't have pull, but just to say that Funkmaster Flex, bomb on your song is gonna get like, oh my God, like I gotta go listen to this now. No, I don't think that. See, I don't. Not now.
Nationally, I don't think so. I think, and again, I don't live in New York. I've visited New York a few times, but I think in New York, I think that's still a staple. Now, am I wrong? I might be. I don't know. But I know at one point, a Funk Flex bomb on your song was like the thing. Like, oh snap, this is fire. But only in New York though. I don't know if that translated here.
I feel like that only worked for like the big songs that we already would have went crazy for in the first place.
So
like those like when the Lox was out here running around, when Jay-Z and Nas was going back and forth, when Bad Boy was a big thing. I think that mattered then. But we talking about 2022, Flex bombs on a Griselda track does nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody's song, it does nothing.
I want to agree with that, but I don't know. Some of our New York homies, like, let us know. Is the flex bomb on a new song like
right now,
like
right now
in 2022? Is that the thing? Is that gonna make the masses go run to it and stream it or download it?
And
or
this
what?
is the other element to it, right? You guys don't make radio songs, so we gonna stop that right here.
Also true.
Griselda, like any of these guys that we put in album of the year conversations, don't make radio hits.
It's true.
Nas has been on a crazy run. None of them songs be on the radio.
Insane run.
Griselda, they've been doing their thing. Conway, Benny, Westside. We have all consistently put them in our top 5 probably in the past 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. Give me one song that can be played off the radio off of any of those albums. Maybe the Benny the Butcher album because he had Hit Boy do it.
True.
Maybe.
That's true.
And that's a.
But even with that, probably. Well, I don't listen to the radio, but I imagine none of those songs are played on the radio.
None of them. So. Freddie Gibbs, not one radio hit, but a lot of them have top tier albums when you ask the hip hop community, though. Mm-hmm. So you can't sit here and say that you don't have success when we're giving you flowers and saying that you have this great album, this great piece of art, and you're still tripping off of maybe a radio single when you don't even try to make that. Mm-hmm. The radio's never gonna play any of your songs ever.
It's true. And
like you gotta be like it has to be satellite radio. But if you're looking for terrestrial radio where the money is tied up in, no, absolutely not.
And in 2022, you don't need the radio. You don't need it. And clearly they don't need it. They didn't need
Griselda was signed to Shady, or is signed or was signed to Shady. They have a Rock Nation management deal without ever having a radio single. It became because of their internet buzz. That's it.
Yep. And you don't need it. You don't need it, my boy. Okay, but look, okay.
But does he have a point, though? Like, to answer Conway's question, does he have a point about Funk Flex just being a gatekeeper and we need to move them out the way?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Because, I mean, what's a gatekeeper in 2022 in hip-hop anyway? I don't really think there are.
Because we talk about the kids that get on these social media like SoundCloud or wherever and make their music and they blow up instantly. So the idea of a gatekeeper is non-existent. The gatekeepers don't do anything anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're just like the idea seems antiquated.
Yeah, right. 2 for 2, antiquated. I love it. It's fire out here.
Come on, man.
But okay, so let's look at it from this. So in this same article, Flex was on the Wallow and Gilly podcast. Yeah. And Wallow asked Flex about Griselda. He was like, "Yo, you know, how you feel about Griselda? You like Griselda?" Mm-hmm. And Funk Flex goes on to say, like, I fool with Griselda, like, as people. Mm-hmm. Like, they dope. Yeah. Them the homies, them the guys, right?
Yeah.
But I don't really mess with their music like that. Like, the music is not good to me because it's not for me. Funk Flex says that, right? And I think that's where Conway is getting this from. Okay. Conway comes back and said he responds to that. He says, Funk Flex, like, why did you have to do that? And Conway is asking, why did Funk Flex basically shit on his name?
Okay, now I can see, but still, it's not a gatekeeper thing. Like, somebody with Funk Flex's opinion can sway somebody. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure who, but it can sway somebody. You know,
New Yorkers.
I don't think so. I think people fuck with Griselda. I just don't think they make radio friendly music.
Saying no, I agree.
I mean, agree. No, you know, we've established that, but I just don't think that sway. I mean, and if Funk Flex has the right to say that I don't listen to Griselda, I think they're great guys. Mm-hmm. But you can say that about their music.
And see, and that's what I was about to ask.
I think that's the first person that's ever said that in that mainstream platform, saying, "Hey, Griselda's dope." Individually, like, or just like personalities or whatever, but I just don't really rock with their music. I never heard that up there.
Right.
Like when it comes to the $1 million worth of Game Joe Budden podcast, whoever you put up there, I've never heard that.
Now, when it comes to that, because Funk Flex is the first person to, let's just say, openly say that, and Funk Flex does have a certain status in hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Can that be looked at as him shitting on Griselda? And I think that's where the conversation comes in.
When you have a honest opinion about somebody, is that really shitting on him?
That's the
I
question.
don't think he's shitting on them.
I don't think so either.
Because if he said that shit was trash or this is like this, it's like they don't make music for me. That I heard nothing wrong with that statement. Because I don't listen to Griselda every day. Right. That's not my run to every day. You know what I'm saying?
And this is the quote that's in the article, right? Flex says, "I like what they doing, but it ain't my vibe. I don't listen to that shit. I don't listen to it personally." Like that's the quote.
Somebody just rappers be real sensitive, man.
I wanna be on Conway's side because as an artist, you know, you be sensitive about your shit.
Yeah.
You and I have had conversations about this when we get bad reviews. Like,
yeah.
But we can't control how other people feel about the content we put out.
Exactly.
And Conway, it's the same for Conway. Like,
exactly.
It's a lot of people that fool with Conway. A lot. I'm one of them, right?
A lot.
But he gonna let one individual publicly say, "Hey, it ain't my vibe." Like, I don't really fool with it.
Maybe he looked up to Flex or something in that regard.
Hey man, idols become rivals. This is insane. I don't know, man. I wanna sympathize with Conway, but I can't. Like, people gonna have their own opinion about the type of content you put out, the type of music you put out. Not everybody gonna like it. And if Flex was one of your idols, I'm sorry. Like, I think I've heard stories of individuals meeting the person that they liked growing up or an idol or something, and they turned out to be assholes.
Yeah,
shit happens.
That's usually the story.
Shit happens, man. So I don't know. Shout out to Griselda. I mean, I don't know where else to go from here because I don't know. I think Conway probably should have just kept all this to himself. And I don't know if this is what sparked him calling Flex a gatekeeper, but that's not gatekeeperish. That's just him saying, "Hey,
that's just
I don't really fool with that music."
That's his opinion.
That's it.
We got here off of opinion. Damn, that's crazy. Man, let's sit here and talk about this, man. A business headline I think is dope, man. Limewire, the once defunct file sharing. I gotta say that, man. Did. The file sharing application is now back as an NFT platform, and they're using Soulja Boy's music, likeness, and image, I guess you can say, right, to launch the platform. Johnny, what do you think about this?
I think this is smart as hell. I think this is smart. Anybody that's from, let's say 30 to 38 probably used LimeWire at one point. I remember using that shit in college, downloading all kind of stuff on my laptop. Laptop was already old, right?
Viruses.
Viruses up on viruses up on viruses.
File sharing music.
Man, oh my God.
And movies.
So many
all
memories.
Movies.
So many memories.
All genres.
But for them to rebrand themselves at what I think is going to be a music NFT platform, I think is genius. Like, for LimeWire to be famous for the music and movie file sharing that it was back in the day, to reinvent themselves as a music NFT platform, which we've had multiple conversations about NFTs now, I think it's great. Yeah. I think it's great, and I think it's a great move for them to definitely like bring themselves back into the spotlight and to use Soulja Boy, which is one of the first internet artists ever.
Yeah, that's what smart, man. That's the genius part of it, right? Because Soulja Boy blew up because of YouTube and LimeWire, because he were able to share his files over the internet like that. So them doing that, and the actual commercial itself was actually kind of brilliant, showing the kids using downloading LimeWire. I mean, downloading Soulja Boy back then and seeing them as adults. Yeah, you see that? You peep that? I like that. Because, hey, it is what it is. Like, now LimeWire is getting into the NFT game. Hey, we out here slanging pictures now. You know what I'm saying? Slanging these images. We gonna make y'all pay for it. I'm just shocked that this rebrand can occur. And I'm not sure if it's because of social media actually helping aid in this. Because it feels like we kept their name alive just by nostalgia factor.
But, I mean, black people usually do that. We usually keep a lot of shit afloat,
like,
just by talking about it.
LimeWire's name really feels like it's only afloat because we jokingly talk about it on social media.
Yes, sir.
That's wild. But hey, using Soulja Boy song, name, likeness, and image for this, I like it.
It's great.
Soulja Boy has another thing that he can add to his portfolio.
No, that's real. I was the first rapper to bring back Limewire. Tight. I'm wondering if they're going to go the way of, remember Royal.io? We tried to get the Nas NFT joint.
Yeah.
So with music NFTs, artists are selling certain percentages of their songs to consumers. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if that's the way that LimeWire is going to work. I don't know if it's music NFT specific, but if it is, I hope they get to the point where the artists that promote their NFTs on there are giving out
some type of payout.
Yeah, some type of payout.
I would believe so. It seems like in this NFT game, which is still very new, we all don't understand it, but it does seem like the artist or the athlete has control over that more than the actual music or whatever itself.
Yep.
So if I put out this NFT of Soulja Boy, I feel like he has complete control and autonomy over it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like it's astonishing just to see like the business moves that a lot of these rappers have been making. Like we talked, like you just said about Lil Yachty. You see Soulja Boy continuing,
man, for real. That's crazy. That's crazy. Didn't he pull out like a video game or something not too long ago? Yeah, no, it didn't go no.
Well, you tell me you the game. I don't know. Like I'm
he talked about it, but I think he had a lot of unlicensed Nintendo games.
Man,
they probably shut that shit down.
Man, that shit look raggedy when he talked about it. That's why I was like, I'm not really buying into this one. But
nah, I feel that.
But nah, this is what's up though. Shout out to Soulja Boy. Shout out to LimeWire. We'll see what the NFT game continues to evolve in. So evolve into.
Last thing on it, I do find it interesting that they plan to launch it now, seeing as how the whole crypto market and the NFT market is like on a downslide right now. Like a lot of the cryptocurrencies are like low, like super low. Even like Bitcoin, even the big ones are like really low. So the fact that they chose now while everything is like down to bring this out, I think it's kind of interesting. I don't know if it was a strategy in that or if this was just their time.
It was just bad timing, I think.
Bad timing.
I would chalk that up to bad timing. Because it's like, hey, look, we got this. We just got to roll it out.
Right. It's here like this. They probably just stuck to whatever timeline they had. Like we said we was going to launch it mid toward the end of the summer in 2022. Yeah, we see the trends of cryptos and NFTs right now, but we still got to stick to our plan and just get it out there and see what happens with the people. So, man, shout out to Soulja Boy and shout out to LimeWire. LimeWire back, baby.
I know, man. Let's see,
Crazy.
man.
I'm gonna download this shit too, just so I can like see what it look like, the interface and all that. See what it look like. What if it like looked like similar to what LimeWire was in the past?
LimeWire was filthy.
That would be dope.
LimeWire was. Well, I was filthy.
There you go.
I waited 2-3 days to download Debbie Does Dallas, but you know I'm off that.
Hey yo, all right.
The campus DSL was trash.
No, it was horrible.
All right,
horrible.
You know we're going too far to weeds. My bad. 2022 Emmy nominations are out. We got a few shows that we actually like here on OS, so we got to sit here and talk about it and discuss it, man. I think kind of leading not I wouldn't say leading the pack, but definitely a topic of discussion is Abbott Elementary, created by Quinta Bernstein.
Yes.
And then you have Insecure sprinkled in there somewhere too. So respectfully, like you know what I'm saying. No, I ain't no Insecure. But I'm just saying it's sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
So Johnny, what do you think about this? Like the 2020 Emmy nominations going
on? First of all, I want to say shout out to Quinta B. To see her rise, her meteoric rise, right?
Inside joke.
Right. From the he got money skit to being Emmy nominated on the first season of the show that she created, and wrote.
Show,
Oh my God. It's beautiful. Like I'm so happy and proud of her. Like I actually know her. I don't know that woman, but to actually be able to see her grow, just like we used to talk about Issa Rae when she started her YouTube show, to seeing the shit she doing now. Yeah, with Insecure being over, rap shit is coming. We didn't get a chance to talk about that, but rap shit is coming. Like to be able to follow these people from literally their start to like see them grow into the people that they are now, like it's beautiful, man. And I'm enjoying the fact that I'm able to actually watch these people like I actually know them. Like it's great. Yeah. It's great. But Abbott Elementary, every category that they're nominated in is well deserved. Quinta is nominated for Best Lead Actress. I think all of the supporting cast are nominated for Best Supporting Roles, like Best Supporting Actors, Best Supporting Actress. That's so dope to me. Like it's so happy. I'm so happy to see it.
Not to dim anybody else's star off Abbott Elementary, but salute to the Queen, Shirley Ralph, for finally getting an Emmy nomination that she has a strong possibility of winning. Mm-hmm. I think it is dope that she, like someone that has a storied career that only feels like she's famous to us as black people. Yeah. Like, that's Dina Jones, man. That's the original Dream Girl, man. Like, Thanks. Stop playing in her face, man. I love Shirley Ralph, man. Like,
no, that's real.
Like, that's what's up. Like,
beyond well deserved, overdue. Yeah, overdue is the word. All right, we back.
Right, technical difficulties.
We bike. Damn, where's we at anyway? We was talking about
to get into something outside of Abbott Elementary.
Other
shows.
Yeah, I was just going through the list. I see. Squid Games is nominated a few times for like guest actress in a drama series, lead actor and lead actor and actress in a drama series. Mm-hmm. We talked about this offline, but Moon Knight, one of the Disney Plus shows, is nominated eight different times, mainly for like stunt work and voiceovers and things like that, which I think the voiceovers in that show was actually really, really great. Like the gods and stuff. I thought that was dope as hell. What was the other show that got nominated? Hawkeye. Hawkeye got nominated, and I had to look up like why they were nominated, but they were nominated for like stunt acting. So I thought that was funny as hell.
I guess.
So that was funny.
Just off the strength of being nominated had me.
Yeah, right. Like damn, like for real. This is the worst Disney Plus show.
The worst one. Like, how this one get nominated for anything?
But no, man, I ain't really got much else on this. I just really want to shout out Issa Rae and Quinta B. And then I also saw Chadwick Boseman, say it with me, posthumous Emmy nomination for his role in What If as Star-Lord T'Challa. So rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, man. But yeah, I don't really got much else on the Emmys, man. I don't even know when it come on. So
yeah, and the only reason we're discussing this because this is the other nuanced conversation that we often have when it comes to Emmys and Grammys and those big mainstream type of award shows. Mm-hmm. The only reason we even care about it is because the artists themselves do. Right. Like they say they don't, but they do.
Of course they do.
Like, and as a creator like Quinta and Issa, you want your works to be appreciated on all platforms, appreciated by all people. So, when the Emmys, this drives the price up. So no matter what happens with Quinta, she can always say that I have an Emmy-nominated show.
That's right.
Shirley,
out the gate.
And then Shirley Ralph finally getting, like, I think she's already had, like, Emmy nominations and things like that. She's never won. Mm-hmm. I know she didn't win a Tony for Dreamgirls, but she was nominated. So it's like always having, like, you're always there, but you're never quite the award winner. So I think that's dope for even a legend like Shirley Ralph. So.
Facts, big facts. Shout out to her, man. Well deserved and more than overdue.
Yep, definitely. But I like what you did there with the Chadwick Boseman reference. But we have to talk about this last headline. The Deadline reported that Daniel Kaluuya, who starred as Wakabi in the original Black Panther, will no longer be in Wakanda forever. Johnny, what do you think about this?
I read this. First of all, I couldn't remember his name in the movie Wakabi. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad you said that. But honestly, like when I read this headline, so the reason he's not in Wakanda forever is because he had scheduling conflict in filming the movie Nope, which I think comes out like soon in like another week or two. Yeah. Which I kind of want to go see it, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah. But anyway. So he couldn't be in Wakanda forever because of the scheduling conflict, right? But honestly, I don't really think his presence is going to be missed. I don't think his role is necessary for Black Panther 2, especially, again, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, especially with T'Challa not being in the movie. Like I don't see a reason for him to be in there.
Okay. I'm totally disagree with all that.
Okay,
but
that's cool.
The reason why you have no star power in the film. Who else is in the film?
Letitia Wright.
Oh, okay.
I always forget my girl name, but Okoye, like
Okay.
her real name.
Danae, that's the first name. I can't give you her last name. But I was just saying, like, who are your male leads?
What's my guy that played M'Baku?
Winston Duke.
Him. I think that's the only one though.
All right.
That's the only one.
Right.
And then whoever they got to play Namor, but he might not be a well-known actor.
Hey, look. Think about this logistically. You don't have an Academy Award winning actor that was already in the damn film, not in it now, and you lost your main character.
And this goes.
Wakabi has a role, and I will tell you how.
Okay.
Didn't him and Nicolas having a romantic relationship?
Yes.
Isn't he over like a tribe? He still like has a role.
But they threw him in jail for his crimes against the country.
But him and Nicolas still have a romantic relationship.
They could have broke up.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, it's like, okay, Michael B. Jordan is dead. Like, we got to go through a whole spell casting to bring him back. If they bring him back, you don't have T'Challa.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it make sense.
I got you.
Because he the one that got the hardware. Like, he won the Academy Award. Like, so who am I going, like, who's selling the film?
But see, this goes back to a conversation that you and I were having around the time Phase 4 was starting. Mm-hmm. Do we need that going forward? Yes. And maybe maybe this is a different case only because this is a sequel. But yes.
I'm not talking myself out of this. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to make it make sense.
You said it.
I'm trying to make it make sense.
Like, that's why I said, like, he was already in the film. Like, we given Marvel so much leeway when it came to everything because they wrote well. Mm-hmm. Now you don't have him in the film, so I'm not saying he was going to take on the mantle of Black Panther, but his presence will be missed.
I disagree with that. I honestly disagree with that.
Was it the character? Like, I'm thinking about literally the actor.
And
the actor. Like, he had a whole problem with how everything was ran. Like, the focal point of the film really ran through his distaste for what they did.
That film, though. That's I feel like that's contained in that particular film. And I'm not saying the character was bad. I'm not saying Daniel Kaluuya himself is a bad actor. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying, for Wakanda Forever, for the sequel, that particular character or his arc or whatever, I don't think would be necessary for this movie in order for it to be good.
Okay. Well, you're already missing T'Challa, right? You can have a redemption arc of him and I really keep bringing.
No, I'm saying you could,
well,
but it's not necessary.
But you saying it's not necessary?
It's not necessary.
How?
Why would it be necessary when they're about to introduce Namor? They're about to introduce Riri Williams, who is going to be Ironheart, and then they have to. I'm going to assume, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to assume Shuri is taking up the Black Panther mantle. So they have to put in the story, they have to say how that, or show how that, how she becomes Black Panther and how she proves herself as Black Panther, just like T'Challa did in the first one.
But the thing about Black Panther, which is essentially a ensemble cast, right? Mm-hmm. He can be a part of the ensemble cast. That's why I'm not understanding why he's not in it.
Wait, what? I'm trying to make sure I understand the question right before
Black Panther was essentially an ensemble cast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. He could still be a part of the cast, and you're not giving me a good reason.
No. He could be, but I'm just saying with him not being there, it's okay.
Oh no, it's a problem.
I'm saying
this is a problem. Like, okay, are you excited to see this film knowing that he's not in here?
I wasn't really that excited before.
Well, this is a problem now. You released this 2-3 months before it comes out. This is an issue.
I don't know.
No, you should have been said this. Like, you don't say this before Nope comes out, and then the film doesn't come out and there's no trailer. Like, no, this is a problem.
I don't think it's a problem, man.
Okay. A A-lister not in a sequel of a film is a problem.
And see, okay, I understand from your viewpoint because you're looking at it from the actor standpoint. Like, this is Daniel Kaluuya. This is him. He is him. I get that.
Damaging.
And I hear you. I hear you. But I'm looking at it from the character perspective, like the Wakabi character, not from Daniel Kaluuya, the character Wakabi.
Okay.
Him not being in the movie, I don't think is going to affect it like that. I don't. I really don't see that. I don't see it. Which is why I feel like they can announce this so close to the movie coming out.
It's trash. The whole thing.
Because clearly they knew that he wasn't going to be in it because they was feeling no.
That's the point. That's the point.
But because they saying it so late, that shit don't matter. Who was upset about this?
Right.
Who upset about this?
I am. Like, this is fucked up.
Okay.
This is Johnny. This is not good point. You're not selling the film. How are you going to sell this film with no actors? You selling me Wakanda Forever with low spades. There's no A-list person to sell this film.
From their perspective, from Disney's perspective, they saw what Black Panther 1 did. They saw it. They saw everybody out going out in they kente cloths and all that.
That's true.
I think they're still banking on that. I already told y'all and everybody in OS land that part 2, back when part 1 came out, I said part 2 is not gonna be the same shit. No matter who was in this shit.
That's true.
Don't matter.
That's true.
That shit ain't gonna be the same.
That's true. The reason I have so much pushback against this is because, like, we had build up for the initial Black Panther, just the introduction of T'Challa in multiple films. That gave the film life before.
Yes.
You don't have anything pushing this. And then you tell me 3 months before like that he's not in the film. I can't rock with.
Fam, they're releasing this shit in November. Probably a lot of people weren't going to see this shit no way.
This is not. No, you know people don't see
it.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay.
You know people are going to see it.
People are going to see it, but definitely not in droves.
Listen, people went to see Eternals in November, so don't do that.
That's because
that's nasty.
That was the first movie in theaters post pandemic.
It don't matter,
quote unquote. Motherfuckers wanted to get out.
People pulled up to see Eternals.
They pulled up to see fake Superman.
They did.
They saw it. They pulled up for that.
Chris was fake Superman.
They did. But man,
I just think this is a little blow, bro. Like it is like I say this like we're agreeing to disagree, but I can hear your points on how this character doesn't need to be in here. But then again, we have lost.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Give me somebody. They loved Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. He dead.
He gone.
And respect to T'Challa. He gone too.
Man's not here, man.
So,
and again, like I said before, this goes back to the conversation we had pre phase 4.
But that was different when your lead character, I'm not making a joke about Chadwick Boseman, but it's different. That's a complete outlier when it comes to like your main character passing away in real life.
I just don't think the character Wakabi is a big enough focal point in the movie for it to be like, damn, he gone. I don't see it. I do not see it. Okay. Now, when this shit come out, I'll be like, damn, Wakabi.
But no. This is the thing, right? I'm arguing all this shit right now, but when it come out, I'm not gonna sit here and say like Wakabi would have made this film better. Like, I'm just saying that this is a problem. This is still a problem. I acknowledge that this is an issue for me.
And even with that, I bet you they still reference him at least once in the movie.
Well, the only reason I can bring up as to other reasons why his character can be in the film, but I don't think it would save it from being the train wreck that I think it's finna be.
Got you. But damn, not train wreck. That's crazy. Hey, you think it's gonna be that bad? Damn.
Not train. Well, nah. I'm staying no. This shit's gonna be like, listen. Every Phase 4 film has just been alright.
Yeah, the track record ain't too great, my boy.
Listen, I don't have the acting chops of Chadwick Boseman to hang my hat on going into this film. Just because we finna introduce some new characters, that's cute and all. But the film has to be acted out. We ain't got no teaser trailer, no pictures from the set. We ain't got nothing. They just said Namor gonna be in the film, and that's been enough to hold people over.
Man, what?
No.
We ain't got no pictures. We ain't got no pictures. We ain't got picture, no water, nothing. We ain't got no waves, nothing. Oh, we ain't got the Black Panther statue. The only Black Panther reference we got.
Listen.
The only reference we got two references. We got a reference to the ancestral planet Moon Knight on one of them random ass episodes, and then we actually had the goddess herself in fucking the Thor movie.
This is nasty.
And that was only just they just showed her. And she ain't say nothing.
Johnny, I just want to acknowledge this whole thing is nasty. At the end of the day, right? And maybe this is a deep rooted issue. I'll have so high hopes for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and then you tell me he ain't in there. I don't give a damn who he was acting there. He could have like
shit ain't forever. Shit ain't forever. Wakanda sometimes.
Oh, that's the name of the episode too.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Reel it back in. We're being very immature right now. Very immature.
Wakanda sometimes. That's funny.
OS gang, if you can clearly tell, we are at the end
Thanks.
of our docket. We appreciate you guys.
Man.
Johnny, what do you have for the people?
I am so sorry. Look, if you're on YouTube, we appreciate you. We love you. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. Mm-hmm. Hit the comment section to let us know what you thought about any of these topics. Yeah, we'll catch y'all next week. We got content. We got more content coming.
OS song of the week.
Fam, you are now
listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.